Hi, I'm Frank Lavario, and I give you a series of hopefully good tips against your addiction, meaning how can you break free from your addiction. And in the English-speaking countries, so far we have the program against porn addiction and gambling addiction. Um, and one of the tips that I want to give you today, and it's a short one, is called procrastinate. Now, what does that mean? I read out from a document that I have here that you might also find on the website. And so it goes like that. The next time that you feel pressure, meaning craving, that you go to the porn sites and you want to masturbate, or you need to go to the casino or online gambling, whatever, then just procrastinate. Just 5 minutes. You can resist the pressure for 5 minutes. The inner urge will rebel a bit, but will not show you the middle finger. Not yet. 5 minutes you can do. But what will you do within these 5 minutes? You will combine this tip with one of the other tips in the Lavario package. Well, okay, this is for those who have the whole program, who have ordered that. And in the program, there are, I don't know, dozens of tips what you could do in these moments of craving. But even now, if you don't have the package, I didn't write anything about it. But just figure out what you could do to distract yourself in these 5 minutes. It will provide you with a short break in which you can breathe again. From a psychological point of view, it's extremely important that you conclude a peace agreement with your addiction. In 5 minutes is a useful mind tool to manage the tension within you. The addiction is not forbidden, but only postponed. Your mind is free to concentrate on something else, like dragging the comedian on stage. That's a tip from the Lavario program, or calling a friend, or confusing the senses. I think I'll make a video about that one as well. That's a great tip. So for the time being on this video here, let us say that you do something else to distract yourself during these 5 minutes. This combination can further cool you down and give you the energy to do something completely different. Alternatively, you might want to tell yourself after 5 minutes, now I will procrastinate once more for another 5 or even 10 minutes. Find out what works best in cooling you down in these first or second 5 minutes. It is important that you seemingly do not fight against your craving, but conclude a peace treaty. And that is important, because otherwise you get a strong opposition from within. I mean, you tried so many times probably to stop with porn or gambling or whatever, but you fight against your inner wishes, your inner, how do you say in English, your subconscious really. And that's why you need to choose different alternatives. In the last video I talked about gearing down, and this procrastination is another tip. Don't get me wrong, this is not a tip how to completely get rid of your addiction. This tip in particular is for how to fight your craving. In the Lavario program you learn many of these quick tips, but most of all, obviously, you learn how to deal with your past, with the problems in your mind, with the real reasons and the root causes for your addiction. So don't get me wrong. These ones here you also need, because even if you find out more about the reasons of your addiction and solve problems, you still have these strong moments when you have this urge, now I need whatever your addiction is. And that's why you also need tips like this one, like procrastination. So I hope I made it a bit clearer, that you don't think this guy tells me with procrastination I can get rid of my addiction. So it's one of probably hundreds of tips that we have in the program. So Yeah, one more trick. It can pay off to literally count down the seconds during the first minutes and concentrate on your watch. 60, 59, 58. That kind of contemplation also takes away your thoughts about porn, gambling, whatever. So what you should do is take a piece of paper and write down in general, what could you do in these 5 minutes or in the second 5 minutes? What could you do to distract yourself? And then write down specifically, what can you do when you are at home in front of the computer, for example, when the first signs of addiction, of craving happen. So what will you do in these first 5 minutes to distract yourself? Write that down. You need to write it down because when it happens, your mind is not cool enough anymore. You will only think of whatever you need now. That's why you should be able to grab this piece of paper and look at it and see what you have written down in order to immediately get distracted. Then also write down for situations when you are somewhere outside. What could you do there? When you are at work, in the office or at school, university, whatever is relevant to you. And then also, please take a moment and then visualize these things. Visualize how you will react the next time that you suffer from craving, how you will procrastinate, and what you will do then. Yeah, try to, with closed eyes, try to visualize how you will react and how you successfully fight craving in that situation. So that was procrastination as a tip against craving. And yeah, for sure I will produce more videos and hopefully see you again. Thanks for your attention. Bye-bye.